the whole city, series cigars and citrus 7s, black cement 3s, 4s, the hairs and bread 11s. No doubt that I'll be wearing some fire at any sighting. With these Dorenbecker 5s, you can see me in any lighting. It's exciting, I'll be flexing to the coldest degree. What's up everybody, it's Sneakerhead M Checks, and I got the black A Ma Maniere 3 scheduled to release sometime this fall. These were initially supposed to come out July 18th, but they got pushed back and no new date has been provided yet. So as of right now, I don't know when they're coming out, but I did hear it sometime this fall. So as soon as I hear of a new confirmed date, I'll update you guys with a comment and I'll pin it so everybody can see. But as usual, we're going to take a close detailed look at the shoe from all angles. I'm going to put these on and step around them so I can see how they look on feet. After that, I'm going to share my opinion on the shoe, and then I'll talk about release predictions, reselling predictions, and all that stuff. So let's get right to it. No elephant print on these, just the old suede toe, just like the white A Ma Maniere 3s have. Got burgundy eyelets, wax laces. And over here on the tongue, the left shoe has the A Ma Maniere logo. Tongues are nice and soft, by the way. And then the right shoe has the Jumpman on the tongue. See, this black part back here on the midsole's got a different texture than the sail part. The sail part's really like how the midsole usually is on 3s, but the black part has like a matte finish on it. Then up here, just like the toe, it's all suede and no elephant print. If you look over here on the other shoe, they have a little cardboard A Ma Maniere hang tag. It says A Ma Maniere, quality goods, handled with care. Then under that it says inspired by street culture, fashion, and the greatest athlete in history. Then it says season, they left that blank. I guess that would be fall 24. Or maybe they left it blank because they didn't know when it was dropping. And then approved by Michael Jordan with the signature there. Other side just has the A Ma Maniere logo. Where did this shit come from though? Like there's a little O under that. Am I bugging? Wasn't it just the A and then the underscore? Like where this O shit came from? That's definitely new. But anyway, they also come with the Nike Air plastic hang tag. Now, do you guys keep these on the shoe when you wear them, or do you take them off and leave them in the box? Leave a comment and let me know. Leather quality is real nice on these. It's nice and soft. It's got a good tumble, as you can see. And I was actually expecting like these parts to kind of feel, I mean these feel okay, but I was kind of expecting them to feel as nice as like the tongue part, but it's not quite as soft right here and back here for whatever reason as it is on the tongue. But this leather, I don't want to gas it, but it feels nice. That's a close-up of the midsole, which we saw on the other side, but you know, I gotta show the whole shoe. Nike Air in the back in an off-white color. I think my brain like really wants to tell me that it's white because it's just so used to seeing the black cements, but it's definitely not a regular white. It's not as like dark as the sail on the midsole, but it's not white. There's actually no white in this shoe at all. I just realized that. But I low-key feel like they coulda and probably shoulda put the A Ma Maniere logo back here. I know it's kind of like a thin logo, so it wouldn't fill out this entire area as well as the Nike Air logo does. But leave a comment, let me know what you guys think. Quilted pattern on the interior in here. It's nice and smooth, just like it is on the white pair. Color's just a little different. I forgot to show you how the lace tips before. One side says work, the other side says harder. Back side of the tongue has that really fine A Ma Maniere logo pattern we've seen inside other pairs. If you look closer, you can see how it's tiled all over here. And then same thing down here on the insole, same pattern. And I was kind of ready for one shoe to have like the A Ma Maniere logo down here on the insole and the other to have the Jumpman, but as you can see, there's no logos other than the, you know, pattern down here that we just looked at. And if you look under the insole, there's a little hidden message that says, while you were sleeping. I pulled the whole insole out thinking there was like a continued message, but it's nothing under there. Then I figured, okay, it's gotta be on the other shoe, so I pulled this insole out and it says the same exact thing and no continuation or anything down there. What is cool. I guess we didn't really need that. We can all finish the sentence like, while you were sleeping, somebody else was working harder, like the laces say. While you were sleeping, somebody else was working harder. Here's a look at the outsole. Got gray, sail, burgundy. Box on these is very different. I think it's cool though. Starting with the way it opens, it has these little flaps on the side. You just pull them open like this, and then it has a lid with the A Ma Maniere logo on it. You just flip that up. Then if you look at the lid, it has the A Ma Maniere logo pattern there once again. Down here in the box, you have a protective cloth in the burgundy color. Under that, there's regular white paper, and you can see that A Ma Maniere logo pattern is all throughout the box, even on the sides and up here as well, like we just looked at. And the crazy thing about these is, because we normally don't get this kind of love on threes, they come with 2 pairs of extra laces. So one pair is sail or off-white, whatever color you want to call them. They also have the work harder thing on the lace tips, and then you also have the, I guess this not even burgundy. This is like I think the correct name is flat pewter or whatever it is. It's the same color as this part right here, and the sail ones obviously go with the midsole. But yeah, that's the box. Kind of reminds me of the Jubilee 11's box, like with the, you know, like with this part, the way it opens, but not really. This is different. And here's the box label: Women's Air Jordan 3 OG SP in black and flat pewter. Here's a quick all-around view of the shoe. Alright, now let's see they look on feet.
I'm just making all these bands and they say that I'm the man, so it's really hard to feel like there's some competition. I ain't got the time to hear your proposition. Time is money, gotta move cause the clock is ticking. It's check, sneaker boxes full of all the profit. If they ain't talking about the money, I'ma change the topic. Sometimes I put the clothes on, same day that I cop it. Eric Gordon with the babe, couldn't wait to rock it.
Yeah, I think I'm good on these. I really thought they was ass when I first saw them because they just look like a dusty pair of black cements to me. But you know, they're actually not that bad. They got some cool details, quality's good. They look good on feet, especially with the black jeans. But they really don't catch my interest like that. Like, I'd even say I like the boxes they come in more than the shoes themselves. And I really don't know why they even made these, because they already did a Ma Maniere 3s. We didn't need a second pair. But if you're gonna make a second pair, at least make them fire. Especially since people love this first pair so much. Like, they had big shoes to fill. And these just don't even come close. Like, I doubt anybody prefers these over the white pair. There's probably very few people. So it's like, why? Like, they could have just did a Ma Maniere 7s or something like that. Or 6s, 8s, 9s, 10s, 11s. There's mad numbers they didn't do yet, so I don't get it. If we had been like 10 plus years away from the most recent black cement 3s retro, then I could understand them trying to tease us with a pair like this that kind of resembles them. You know how they like to do that. But besides the fact that it's only been 6 years since these dropped, it's supposed to be retroing again this November. So I'm really struggling to understand the purpose behind these, or like the thought process of making 2 pairs of a Ma Maniere 3s before all those other numbers. Leave a comment and let me know what your opinion is on these. Like I was saying earlier, I really feel like they should have just put the A Ma Maniere logo back here instead, at least on one of the shoes. Like, see how the tongue has one A Ma Maniere logo, one Jumpman? Like, I feel like they should have mirrored that on the back. So like, this shoe that had the A Ma Maniere logo has the Jumpman on the back, and then this shoe that has the Jumpman on the front has the A Ma Maniere logo on the back. Or just put the A Ma Maniere logo on both of them. But like I was saying before, I know this logo is a lot thinner, so it really wouldn't fill this area out nearly as well as the Nike Air logo does. So it may not be as appealing to the eye as it is with the Nike Air back there. But for the sake of the collab, having this A Ma Maniere A right here would be so fire. And these need a little extra razzle dazzle anyway, so something like that would be good for them. And also, it always bothers me when they put Nike Air on the back of pairs like this, because I still feel like that should be exclusive to OG colorways. That's how things always were with Nike Air on the back, and I think it should have stayed that way. But as you can see, they should be putting it on anything now. And before anybody comes in the comments talking about, oh, it's not that serious, you just ain't been into this shit long enough to really understand. When they did it on the off-white 5s, it was kind of okay, because although those are both obviously not OG colorways, they clearly are based off of the metallics and the fire red. So for those two, it's valid. But shit like these, Travis Scott's, off-white 4s, like, nah, they got no business having this on the back. Does it look good on the back? Of course. That's why it's back there. But does it belong there? Not really. But anyway, like I was saying earlier, these were initially supposed to release July 18th, but are getting pushed back to the fall. And I feel like they always do this with the Ma Maniere releases. And like, they don't be the normal week, couple of weeks, maybe a month pushback. A Ma Maniere pushbacks be a whole like 2-3 months. Remember it happened with the 12s. I think the 12s were supposed to be like sometime in the fall, and then those ain't end up releasing until like that March. That's like 4 months. Then it happened with the 5s. I forgot the exact dates with the 5s, but I remember those got pushed back sometime too. Literally just like these. The 5s went from having a particular release date, and then we got close to the release date. You started to see the signs that they weren't coming out at that time, and then they didn't even have a release date for a minute. Kind of just like these are right now. And then when we got the release date, it was something mad far. So I'm starting to think they're doing it on purpose to build some hype maybe, which if that's the case, I think that's a good idea because these are probably going to need that. Obviously the release on these isn't going to be anything like the white A Ma Maniere 3's release was. And I'm not only saying that because these are a better looking shoe than these. It's way more than that. See, when these dropped, first of all, this was the first A Ma Maniere Jordan collab ever. We didn't know they were going to end up making all these other pairs. We didn't know if this was going to be a one-time thing or not. Plus, Jordan doesn't do a whole lot of collabs to begin with, so that in itself added a lot of hype to the release. But these, not having those circumstances, on top of the fact that they just don't look as good as these, really don't stand a chance in having a release like that. They're probably going to end up being bricks when they come out. That higher $225 retail that they normally charge on the A Ma Maniere collabs is pretty crazy for these. I mean, it is justified with the quality and the box and stuff, but I don't think they're going to yield the level of demand to keep up with that. So they should be an easy cop. I feel like if the 12s ended up at outlets, I don't see why these wouldn't. And if that's the case, then obviously this is a pair that resellers will want to stay away from. Unless you check market the day or week of release and it says otherwise, I'm sure these are something that you'll want to leave alone as a resale. If you do plan on getting these, like I said, it should be an easy cop and you won't be disappointed in the leather quality. Not a bad everyday shoe and definitely could go crazy if styled correctly with the right outfits. Like this shirt I got on, I didn't even peep how well this matched this. Like I was about to do this review. Y'all know I like to match my shirts up with the shoes when I do the review. This is by Boss Clothing and X Gear 101. Shout out to them. Check them out on Instagram. I got a bunch of shirts by them, so I went to go check what I got before I did the video. And I seen this and I'm like, oh, hold on. Now the little burgundy go crazy with the eyelets. Like that just makes this shoe so much more appealing now. Without this shirt, it's just like, but then you throw it with this shirt, it's like, I'm kind of fucking with those. You know what I mean? Like this is one of those shoes. If this video is helpful or informative in any way, I really appreciate if you give it a thumbs up. And if you're interested in more early reviews like this or any other sneaker related content, please do us both a favor and subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so already. Once you're subscribed, make sure you tap that little bell icon next to the subscribe button and select all. That way when I put a new video out, you'll get notified. You won't miss out on anything. Thank you all for watching. Everybody please stay safe and healthy out there, and I'll see you next time.